the drum and it's gon' slug 'em up. I'ma rock out the whole 30 if you try to buck up, make 'em shut.
What's going on in this bitch, man? It's your boy Manny here, coming with another motherfucking video, or you can call me by Luciano. I don't really give a fuck. We're gonna be reacting to my boy Spiritual Soul, aka Soul Illuminati. If you know who this is, if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. He basically just give his spiritual insight on economic situations and his personal opinions and beliefs. And I kind of just, you know, is just gonna react to it like usual. I do got past videos I've reacted to about him and a few other ones. You know, I just want to hear what he got to say. I'm into spiritual practices and etc. So I do kind of agree with him on about 25-35% of things. So I want to hear what he got to say. We're gonna get right into this bitch, man. Go check out that blog I just posted. I just posted a motherfucking vlog. I just want to get a quick video out here for y'all. I'm gonna be doing reactions and vlogs. So yeah, let's get into it without doing anything else.
So in the building, geyser, geyser, nature. So in the building, man. Simple. So look, I want to talk to you like I'm FaceTiming you real quick. It's one of the most important videos I dropped this year, and I want to get straight to the point. But the first thing I want to say, I hope you've been taking care of yourself and focus on yourself. We in a matrix. It's over. It's crumbling. It won't stop. I want y'all to know this. If I can go back to the beginning of my spiritual awakening when I was dropping so many videos and do all those videos over, I would. My beliefs, the way I see life is so different now compared to my early spiritual vids. My early spiritual vids has awakened millions and millions of people. Y'all gotta stop paying attention to the subscriber count and understand how many people actually see the vids. Most of my views come from non-subscribers.
Not dead ass for real. I used to, you know, if y'all don't know, or if y'all wasn't a fan, or at least subscribe, I'm not gonna call y'all a fan because y'all support me. I don't go by the word fan, but if y'all was subscribed to my other channel, I used to explain and talk about spiritual practices, etc., economic corruption, and what's going on with the government, dealing with the coronavirus, the vaccines, and etc. But I kind of stopped doing all that because they started suppressing my videos in my channel, because I used to do the same shit about 2 years ago or a year ago, but they kind of just started suppressing it and then started having more stricter guidelines. So I stopped posting that type of shit. But yeah, if you don't understand, I'm pretty sure if you click this video you already do understand, but if you don't know what he means when he says the matrix, he basically is explaining this world and how everything is an illusion, and how none of this is basically real, and how everything and some things are a distraction to keep you from developing in a spiritual conscious way, such as being distracted by the Will Smith situation. That would be considered a Matrix episode, if that made any sense. I hit my fucking mic. Fuck.
So one of the things that I want to tell y'all, let's put celebrities to the side. Put celebrities, any government, put all that to the side. This video is about you, okay? One of the things I want to tell y'all before I get to this video, I posted how to get rid of the, if you want to get rid of the, I posted it on Patreon. This was like 2 days ago. I posted part 1. I'm going to post part 2 on Patreon probably today. If you want to get rid of the, and clear up your DNA, and detox, follow me on Patreon. I got more stuff coming. Stay tuned. So
I wouldn't necessarily say that there's a way to extract the vaccine out of your DNA, because once it's in there, it's in there. They got the technology to keep it in there. But there are ways that you can organically help yourself and use remedies to detox your DNA, such as like sea moss. If you guys don't already know what that is, what sea moss does is it clears your respiratory system and takes away the excess mucus, and it also like helps your blood flow better. It cleans out your I don't want to say it, I don't want to mispronounce or say anything wrong, but your intestines. It basically just gets all that excess food out, make sure you sweat healthier, just the little things in your body that means a lot for you to stay preserved. I would definitely look into sea moss. If y'all don't know what the fuck that is, look into that shit, because I'm pretty sure that's what he was talking about. If not, I'm wrong, but we're sea moss. Get into sea moss. Now that is a real fucking vaccine. Sea moss is the vaccine.
I want y'all to know this. One of the things that I have realized ever since I'm about to give y'all a whole list of what's happening to people. And I want y'all to know the biggest lies we was ever told was that we was all one. We are not all one. I want y'all to know, by me being a spiritual teacher or a spiritual leader, I come across people all the time that tell me they can't sun gaze or they can't get sun. I come across people all the time that can't sunbathe. They tell me all the stuff that I be saying that works for me don't work for them. And then it be having me thinking like, damn, how is that possible? And as I start getting further and further into my spiritual journey, I understand and understand we are all not one. Everybody has came here for a different purpose, and it is some people that's organic to the planet, and it is some people that's non-organic to the planet. And some of the people that's non-organic to the planet, they may be trying to grow spiritually. They may be affected by shit. They got generational curses. They DNA.
And obviously he's trying to be nice, but I'm gonna tell you the people that's non-organic to this planet, such as people that's the descendant of Neanderthal or white ancestry. Like, it's not racist, but it's just science proves that melanin is more organic and connected to this earth more than the white race, if that makes any sense, if I explained that correctly. So basically what I'm saying is black people were here first. Black people are plants. Non-organic people, such as like white, Arab, or whatever you may be, is not, I wouldn't say non-organic, because you got some people who's gonna feel offended by that, but I would say they can't absorb nature and the sun like we can, because we share a connection with nature, like DNA structure with nature to an extent. Like, black people have iron and plants have magnesium. If you swap both, plants will go black, we would turn green, which means we have a mutual connection when it comes to a DNA structure of our body. White people can't do that, unfortunately. It's nothing against them, that's just science. So hopefully nobody gets offended by that.
The stuff that their ancestors put them through, the stuff, they not connected with nature. They have no connection with the planet. And it's not even their fault, and they don't even know, because they never took the time out to learn not only their history, but my history as well, and where I came from. You would have known if you went and did research on all of the history. You would have known everything. Research, knowledge. If you lack knowledge, you would die in this age. This is the end, y'all. If you have no knowledge, you would die. Most of these bots is just out here worshiping us. These fucking bots, fuck them. They're gonna die. They don't, bro, it's a split. It's a complete split on the planet. Nature is taking back over. Don't matter what they try to connect nature with. Oh, it's a food shortage because of the war. No, it's nature. I'm about to give y'all a list of some things that I have came across in people. It's like a pattern. I have talked to about 15 people one-on-one in the past 2-3 days. This is a pattern of stuff that they have been saying is happening to them. I put everything in one on the list. I want y'all to know, ever since I had a spiritual awakening, the sun has changed me. I have more knowledge now. I barely have to read. All I got to do is sit in the sun. I got downloads. I got new information. I know stuff that I never knew before. I got deep dreams and meditation. I'm seeing 2 suns. I can sun gaze anytime I want to, anytime during the day. I'm well connected with the nature. I'm well connected with the sun. I'm connected with the animals, everything. I have a serious connection with this planet. And I still feel like I'm not even from here. I want y'all to know this. Number one, a lot of people told me they plants are dying off. I've been talking about people planting their food and they telling me they plants are dying off. It's a cleansing process taking place. It's going to always be new nature, a birth of a new earth. It's a cleansing process taking place. A lot of grass in nature is dying regularly. It's a pole shift. Next thing you know, it's going to be way more colder in areas that it's never been cold at before. This is going to happen. It's a pole shift happening. It's so much stuff happening with the sun that's changing this planet. It's like Earth being fucked. Number 2, people told me that they are starting to feel sore and tense. Now, I've been feeling more energetic and all type of stuff. I've been feeling so good. But people been telling me they start to feel very sore and tense. Number 3, people been having red marks around their neck when they be outside and stuff. Number 4, I was talking to this.
One reason I would say why this could be happening is because the pollution is just becoming worse and worse and worse. And shout out to my girlfriend who actually found this, but she actually ran into some scientists that went on a strike in front of a science lab or a science laboratory. They all went on strike outside and held up signs talking about if we don't stop the pollution in the air that we're releasing, the fucking world's gonna turn to shit in 2 years. And such as like gas, cars, all these things that produce oils or a byproduct of that and is releasing into the air is only making us die quicker and making us not be able to breathe better. Like the more and more we keep creating these strong ass cars with these powerful ass engines, we don't just switch over to electric cars and use 0 point energy, the more and more we're going to pollute the air, and the more and more nature is going to decline, and everything else is going to decline, because without nature nothing else can be in place. So if you are starting to feel sore, just remember that there's also 5G towers being built that lets off vibrations that can harm the body and harm the muscles of the body. If you don't know this, look it up now. Look up vertical vibrations. There's literally certain places that you can't work at because certain vertical vibrations in these environments can harm your body and cause pain in the future. If you don't believe it, look this shit up. Just look up vertical vibrations and what it can potentially cause to the body in workplaces such as warehouse places, Amazon warehouse places, all these different places. It's the little things that you guys gotta start looking at. But if that's the reason, but that is a reason why, if you're feeling this type of way, it's because your next door neighbor owns a fucking Jeep Cherokee and now they have a 3.7 engine or etc., and that's just being let off into the fucking air. And I can't sit here and say that I don't own a strong car or with a strong engine, so that's also ruining the air and etc. So it's like until we all start getting electric cars, nothing's going to change, because everybody's driving a car ran off oil and gas, and that's just harming us. Me and So is guilty of this. We both don't own electric cars, so we're participating in the harm of this environment, unfortunately. But I do want to change that, but I just want to throw that out there.
This guy who said he'd be jet skiing a lot in Florida, he said his face was red and burnt more than usual, more than it would usually be in the day. He said this had happened to him recently when he was jet skiing. So the sun is really affecting people in a negative way while also upgrading other people. Number 5, he said people said they haven't had energy for weeks. If you're watching this and you just been feeling less energetic, it's a lot taking place right now. And it started taking place around the time they started pushing the Will Smith, Chris Rock stuff. It's a big energy shift happening right now. They distracted you for a reason, for something bigger. It's always stuff taking place right over you. Number 6, animals have been acting weird. My cat personally has been acting so fucking strange at night for the past 2 days. It's been like, I have the most chillest cat, but at night it'd be like aware, and it'd be like alert and like afraid. It'd be like alert of different energy and the unknown that I can't see. I just be wondering why it'd be acting so completely different. At night it'd be like bothered, be afraid and shit. People been saying they animals has been acting weird. They are aware of what we ain't aware of. They aware of the unknown. They aware of the new energy that's already here. Number 7, people been saying they've been having intense headaches. So if you've been somebody that's been having random intense headaches, waking up or just during the day, it's happening from the energy, the frequency, the vibration on the planet, the sun. It's happening from the sun. Number 8, sinus pressure. A lot of people been saying they've been having intense sinus pressure, etc. Number 9, some people told me they've been having insomnia and heart palpitations, or whatever that fucking word is. Y'all know what it is. PALPITATIONS. I ain't no fucking teacher. Do your own research. They've been saying insomnia and heart palpitations.
That nigga's
Number
stupid.
10, a lot of people said they blood pressure spiked. Right now, this is real stories from my Patreon, bro. I'm putting all this shit together so I could drop a serious message behind it. Number 11, people been saying they've been having strong, intense wind. I ain't gonna lie.
And see, if we're gonna sit here and listen to the people that's explaining what they're dealing with, then it has to lead us to question what type of environment are they putting themselves in? Because personally, for me, from what I understand and from what I understand about toxic vibration and radiation, that can determine what you're dealing with physically. Because for an example, say if you're in a small ass room, right, but you have so much technology around, such as maybe like like myself, for an example, a computer, 2 monitors, a keyboard, a PlayStation, another TV behind, and speakers, etc., and a phone, maybe 3 phones, who knows, whatever you got in your room. Depending on the size of your room and depending on how much technology you have in your room will determine how much radiation is being trapped inside of that room And that can explain why you're dealing with these pains, because once again, like I explained earlier, and if you do research, radiation is one of the most top causes of stress, pain, muscle aches, sicknesses. Because of that radiation being so toxic, it makes you sick. If you do the research, you'll also see this. I'm not just saying this and pulling this out of my ass. Depending on how much technology you have in your room and how much space you have in your room will determine your energy levels, because you got all this radiation suppressing your energy levels, and now you're feeling tired and dizzy because now you got all this heat just being consumed through your body. Your body can't even find the energy for you to get up and do something productive. This is not just being pulled on my ass. Please do the research. I've explained this many a times on my other channel and many other videos, but yeah, this is gonna do it.
Arizona, the wind been going fucking crazy. The wind been crazy lately. I know they said it was like 40-mile-per-hour wind in Texas. I heard it was crazy wind in California right now. The wind been blowing like crazy. Yet you don't see shit. Where the fuck is this wind blowing from? They said the wind is destroying crops. I could keep going, but I'm gonna talk more about this on Patreon. The bottom line, what I'm trying to tell y'all, how the hell is all this happening to these people? Meanwhile, this is the best moments that has ever been happening in my life and other people. Been thriving, feeling their best self, tapped in with they self, getting unlimited sun, sleep in the sun. And this is why I told y'all, we was programmed to think we was all one. Yeah, we are all on the same one consciousness, but we are all not on the same frequency and vibration on this planet. While we here on this planet, our souls have different levels. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all have to understand, y'all have to remember who y'all are and where y'all come from. Like, y'all have to understand what I'm saying right now. It is not your fault, especially if you're on a spiritual journey and you know you be eating healthy and stuff, but you still can't take the sun. You have to really dig in deeper of where you come from. Dead ass. Most of it, y'all gotta understand, most of us is gods. We connected with the whole planet as ours. The same color as the trees. Strong melanin. You get what I mean? These people are selling melanin online. Grams of melanin. You get what I mean? So motherfuckers out here screaming Black Lives Matter, but can't even take the sun. You get what I mean? I got two sisters that cannot get, they was at my home and couldn't take pictures with me in the sun. They did not want to get sun. I didn't say nothing. This is my badass family. I ain't say nothing. I just play my role. I know this is my soul physical. I know this is my physical family. I want y'all to know, all of this shit is happening from our galactic family. They cleansing the planet. Now, once again, if you can't take the sun, that don't mean you just gonna die, etc. But you can't hide from the sun. I already told y'all how they got windows to block the sun, UV blocking windows. They got UV blocking clothing, hats, Under Armours, white tees, drawers, socks to block the sun. So some people is literally struggling to live in today's day. This is a birth of a new earth. I'm trying to tell y'all this. No matter how much y'all cover the sun, it's still gonna milk y'all ass through that shit. Now, once again, this is no disrespect to anybody. I'm just speaking fucking facts right now. I could get deeper. But you need to remember who you are and where you come from. We are all not one, bruh. We all didn't come from the same place, bruh.
Okay. And so if we can understand that, then we can honestly understand and come to realization is that the people that might be going through that are the people that's not of the descent of melanin. Because once again, and that's not to throw shade at anybody that's not melanated, but it's just that we are more biological, energetically connected with this earth more than the people that's none of melanin descent. Why? Because we were here first. So for the people that's dealing with these pains, most likely 70% most likely are just not descent of melanin, and that's not nobody's fault. You just have to find out where you originally come from. So, and from what I've understood and from what I've read, that kind of people, aka white people, come from like the mountains and stuff like that, and that's just no shade, that's just history. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be done with this video, bro.
Dead ass. So when you hear people saying this shit, that's a lie. You do got this new age shit, I'm telling you. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all about more on Patreon. Also, I'm dropping part 2 of how to get rid of the on Patreon. I got a lot of more notes right here. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright, well, I'm sure he already done with the video. Long story short, man, like I said, if you're looking for a remedy that can detox your body and detox what you've toxically consumed, I would definitely look into sea moss, the gel form type. Like I said, it clears the excess mucus out of your respiratory system, because every time you eat food or fatty food, that just adds extra mucus to your respiratory system. And so look at the sea moss, y'all. I'm going to be dropping another video just talking about little things like this, or doing a reaction, connecting all this together. Y'all boys stay safe. Y'all boys stay healthy. Hope y'all boys doing good on y'all mental health. And for whoever who's watching this video, thanks. Y'all boys take care. I'm gone.
I'm in the Hellcat flying. These little niggas be lying. These niggas be dying.